All right, y'all, the breakdown of the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. So, what does Proverbs chapter 3 mean? This chapter begins with another encouragement for the reader to embrace the wisdom being imparted. Solomon's reference to my son most likely means his actual child or children. However, it was common for teachers in that era to refer to their students using father son terminology. Typical of wisdom literature, the remarks that follow are segments of general case advice. Wise living does not guarantee a person a worry-free experience. Proverbs 3:25 through 26. Still, it greatly increases one's chance of success, and that common sense way, obeying these instructions will bring comparative peace and longevity. Come on now. Proverbs 30, verses 1 through 4. The book of Proverbs is often uses alternating patterns. These are sometimes used to contrast positive statements with negative ones. That's good. Here, Solomon presents several cycles of instructions and benefits. These emphasize the need to submit the godly wisdom, placing God and His will first and foremost in one's life. That can preach right there, as Pastor Mike will say. This includes being willing to see God's discipline as a sign of love, not a reason to despair. Oh, that's so good, y'all. You are not being punished when God does things in your life that you may not like or you may not agree with. It's not punishment, it's love because He's our Father. He loves us. Okay, so that's Proverbs 3, verses 5 through 12. Solomon also wrote the book of Ecclesiastes, which describes the result of trying to attain happiness through worldly means. In this passage, the reader is encouraged to see wisdom and discretion as unimaginably more valuable than wealth and material goods. Once again, true wisdom is grounded in the character of and will of God, as the other parts of Proverbs. The term wisdom implies an ability to act according to godly knowledge. Discretion is the ability to carefully consider a situation, separating right from wrong. Separating right from wrong. Okay, and making the judicious choice. This passage also indicates that hardship can come even to those who follow godly wisdom. Still, among the advantages of godly wisdom are clear in conscience and confidence that God will stand beside a believer no matter what. Proverbs 3:13 through 26. This chapter ends with another set of instructions. These are focused on relationships, especially with other people. Among these are commands not to delay in doing good for others, especially when such honor is expected or owed. Woo-wee. This passage touches on the fact that the ungodly often seem to have success, but this is nothing to envy. Come on now. Even when even those who seem to prosper in their sin will eventually be held accountable to God. Those who are arrogant and foolish will one day be humiliated and disgraced. Those who submit to godly wisdom will be blessed. Come on now. Proverbs 30:27 and then 35. So, chapter context. This passage lies in the second section of the book, found in chapters 1 through 9. The author, King Solomon, reigned over Israel from 971 BC to 931 BC. The first section of Proverbs, the preface, is found in Proverbs chapter 1, verses 1 through 7. The third section, chapters 10 through 22, were also written by Solomon. These proverbs were likely written by Solomon in his middle years, whereas he probably wrote songs in his early adulthood. In Ecclesiastes, near the end of his life, as in the first two chapters, wisdom is stressed in Proverbs chapter 3. So, breakdown part 2. Proverbs 3 emphasizes the importance of wisdom, trusting in God, and righteous living. It encourages readers to seek wisdom, trust in the Lord with all of their hearts, acknowledge Him in all of their ways. This chapter also highlights the value of wisdom advising readers to not be wise in their own eyes, but to fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Okay, I don't know what they're doing back there, but okay. The supremacy of wisdom. The chapter repeatedly emphasizes that wisdom is more valuable than material wealth and should be sought above all else. Trust in the Lord. Readers are urged to trust in God's guidance rather than relying solely on their understanding. Fear of the Lord. This chapter connects wisdom with the fear of the Lord, suggesting that fearing God leads to health and well being. Righteous living. Proverbs 3 encourages readers to live righteously, showing love, faithfulness, and kindness to others. God's favor and blessings. By embracing these principles, the chapter suggests that readers can expect to experience God's favor, protection, and blessings in their lives. So, specific verses to consider: Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understandings. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. He will make your paths straight. I love that. These verses are the central theme of the chapter and are often quoted as a guide of living a life of faith and dependence on God. Proverbs 3:13 through 18. This section highlights the value of wisdom, stating that it is more precious than gold and jewels, and that those who find it are blessed. Come on now. And so the last one is Proverbs 3:27 through 30. In that section, encourages readers to be generous and helpful to others and to avoid and to avoid harming their neighbors. Y'all, this is good. I feel like this is only going to get better. I know I said that with Revelations, right? Right. But the Bible is so good. So it's like no matter what chapter, what book, it just gets better and better every time you read it and dive deep into it. Okay, y'all. I'm excited to see where we go with this because this is the book of wisdom. So let's see what we can learn together, y'all. And that is all I have. And I hope you all have a good one. I'll see you guys later. Bye.